How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna do day 3 of this heat bayonet. Hasn't been the most amazing puzzle, but we're gonna continue with it. I want to do the Wusaic Stallion GT, but I still don't have the instructions for it. If if enough time passes and I never get the instructions, we'll just muddle through without instructions, but I was hoping we could get instructions. All right, so speaking of instructions, where did we leave off? 10? Okay, so we finished 10. So here's what we have built so far. It's not that much really. So I guess we got to turn the page here to get to 11. All right. So what is 11? It looks like 4 distinct pieces. Making 7 pieces total because the one piece is there 4 times. All right, so that's 11 on the panel, instruction panel, and that's going to increment the counter up to 71. All right, so the first piece they need is a 13. I got these pieces lined up here. I'm wondering if that's a 15 or a 13. I had them lined up here. There. Wow, okay. Is that 13? How many is that? 2, 4, 2. Oh, it's tough to do. My fingers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. No, 14. This is a 15. I don't know why I picked up a 15. So then this has to be a 13. If that's a 15, then this is a 13. All right, so a 13 and an elbow, and then 4 of these pieces. It's a very common piece. 4 of these. And then what is that last piece? I can't even tell. Got to pick up the book and see. All right, so that is, it's like one of these, except on the other side, it has like a plus sign sort of a thing. When I find the piece, I'll show you what it looks like. I believe this is it. If you can see that plus sign, you can't really. Trying to get the angle where you can see it. Can you see it's like a plus sign? All right, so that's the piece. All right, now what do we got to do with all these pieces? Looks like we grab the elbow-ish piece, and then we put first through it is this piece on the end, which makes sense because that piece has a plus sign there, so that's a perfect fit. And then what are we looking for here? The third piece. Right, the third piece gets one of these. And then we spin it around. And there's 3 open and there's 3 pieces. So I believe you just put all 3 of them in there. Yeah, that's it. You spin it around and stick the remaining 3 in there. One, 2, 3. Now, we didn't use this 13 for anything yet. What do we do with that? Is that just going end to end? Yeah. Yeah, I believe they just go end to end. So how do you pick this up, first of all? All right, they want this side. Is it like this? With a rubber band? I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So you hold it like this with the rubber band. It's tricky. Now, how do we place this on? The lower row. I wonder if it's easier to place the L piece first. All right. On the lower row. Yeah, so this is the lower row. It looks like they have a pipe coming out the very first piece. So the very first piece goes on here. So let's see how that goes. There's a lot of pieces that have to line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still don't know what we're really even... It's like a very basic build. Maybe this isn't even a good puzzle. It's like very blocky. We're just like making a column that just keeps getting like bigger and bigger and thicker and wider and taller, and there's not really much else going on here. Alright, so next we have to add the L piece. Now I think we take the L with the 3 pins sticking out and we put it just to the end of this existing piece. Does that look right? It doesn't, or does it? There's supposed to be a pin right behind it. Yeah, I guess that's right. Does that look right? I think it's right. I don't know. Okay. So, that was 11. Moving on to 12. We need 6 more pieces for 12. Wow, that got more. I thought that would get clearer. It got blurrier. Alright, there we go. So now we do need the 15. Remember the 15 we picked up before? We need that now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So there's the 15. So this is panel 12. 3 distinct pieces, 6 pieces total. So that brings us to 77. Now it looks like it needs a 3 and 4 more of that ubiquitous 50-50 piece. We've been calling it 50-50. I don't know what its real name is. And then the 3 piece, it's kind of like this piece, but without that 2 section there. We had to find one of these before, and it took a while. I don't know why this 3 piece is so tricky to find. Like, is it in here and I'm staring right at it? Sorry, you don't even see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this bucket here, trying to find that 3 piece. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm staring right at it, but I don't see it. So let's check the bucket underneath there. We've got another bucket here, and that doesn't have it. Alright, so is it in here? It could be. There's more like elbow pieces here. There's more of these pieces here. So will we find that 3 piece? What is that? Another L, but a bigger L. A perpendicular L. I'm just making up names for these. Ooh, what's that? A 5? Too bad we need a 4, not a 5. It's a 5. No, we don't need a 4. We need a 3. Alright. I'm not seeing that 3. But it's got to be here, right? Do you like the sound of Lego? These aren't exactly Lego pieces, but they sound like them. when you flip them all on top of each other. They kind of have that same like plastic rustling sound that a Lego set would have. There's a 2. It's made of rubber, by the way, instead of plastic. There's another 2, but it's a different sort of thing. There's a 3. There's a T that has 2 different directions of 3s. There's an L with a 3 on its base. But where is just a regular 3? There's another L. That one's got a 4. Well, these 3s are very good at hiding. Is that it, finally? No, that's another 5. Alright, let's go back here where we were supposed to be looking in the first place. Because this was poured from bag 1, and the bucket underneath was poured from bag 2, but I felt like I checked this pretty good and didn't find any 3s. That's why I was checking underneath. Oh, is this it? No, because it has one of the pieces turned. And I believe, yeah, it's just looking for like regular 3 pieces. It's not here. I mean, do you see it, chat? I don't see it. I keep thinking I see it, but then it ends up being like some other piece. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of pieces that are kind of like it, but I don't see it. Back to this one. Pull all the red out. Maybe that'll help make things more visible. Or maybe I'll just drop pieces on the floor. You know what? Here's the piece I dropped on the floor. And I don't even remember picking that piece up. And then you got all these things. It's like, I don't know what that even is. I'm starting to wonder if I dropped the 3 yesterday. And it's like, maybe on the floor somewhere. At some point, I'm just going to move on without it. You know, I can't spend all day looking for this one piece. Okay. Let's see what that piece is going to be used for. Is that just going to cover the rubber band? Yeah. Amazingly, that piece may not be that important, that 3. I mean, we certainly can continue building without it, though we may eventually need it. Doesn't look like we need it yet. I could use a piece like this that's not the correct piece, but that could cause that piece to be missing from some other part of the build later, and we'll regret it. It's a weird piece. Sometimes they're in positions I can't see, like stuck up against a wall. All right. We're going to move on without it, at least for the time being, because we can't find it. Despite the fact that there aren't even that many pieces here. Alright, one bucket I didn't check yet. This bucket. Yeah, those pieces are all too small to be it. So it's not there. What do you know? Alright, so anyway. 12. We already advanced the counter, and we already collected the other pieces. Wait, did we collect the other pieces? I don't see them if we did. Oh, there they are. Okay, now what do we got to do with the other pieces? Okay. Holding it this way, they go, 2 of them go in holes 2 and 4. And then the other 2 go on the other side and hold that 3 that we never found. So we skip 1, and then we put 2 in the other side. And then what's supposed to connect on that 3 is those first 2. So if I took one of those 3s that has like the third piece is the third hole is perpendicular, I mean, it would work. Like if I took one of these, it would fit on there. But we might need this piece later for something else. This would fit on, but that might obstruct something later. We just don't know. All we can kind of do is keep it in mind for later. Okay. So I have to flip this over like this. And this is how it's going to go on. Wow, so those 3 were going to go right into the rubber band? That's crazy. Let's try this. Like this. Yeah, I think that's it. But the 3 is going to go there. It wouldn't even fit there. Well, it would fit, and it would push this on. Yeah, we have to put this in now. It's no other time that it's going to go in. We need that 3. Which means we need to look through every freaking piece that we have to confirm that they're not the piece we're looking for. There's the piece we're looking for. I don't know why it was so hard to find previously. It frankly was really easy once we started going piece by piece. Maybe that's what I always should do. Wow, that was embarrassing. Sorry. Okay. Why couldn't I find it? Like, what's wrong with me? All right. Well, time for 13. There's a little glare on there. It's a little... This is why I prefer having it scanned in on the iPad. I probably should have done that. You know, it's never too late. Let's do a few pages. I'm just photographing a few pages. I'll just do 3 pages for now. All right. Give me a minute to get these pages onto the iPad. I'm just rotating them now. I mean, you can see what I'm doing if you want. I hope I'm not giving any like type of information by showing this. It's like I just took pictures of the book and I'm spinning them. And now I'm going to upload them to Google Chrome. No, Google Drive. I'm going to upload them to Google Drive. Make a folder for Heat Bayonet. Heat Bayo. And then upload, what did I take? 3 pictures. Let's upload the 3 pictures. Select more, 1, 2, 3. Alright. So that's it. Now they should be on the iPad. Alright. Let's go here. Now on the iPad, go to Google Chrome. Go to JRYE instructions. Needs to refresh or something. Oh, there it is. I didn't put it in the sub of instructions. Alright, so I think we're up to 13. Oh, you didn't see what I was doing. Okay, anyway, 13. Alright, much better. We can see what we're doing now. Alright, so for 13 we need... so we're up to 13. 4 pieces. 7 of them. 4 distinct pieces, 7 total. Alright, so that brings us up to 84 pieces. We need an 11. 2 pieces that are like, one of them I think has a plus side on one side. And then they're 1/3, 2/3 pieces. 2 of them are all pipe. One of them is plus side on one side, pipe on the other. Alright, anyway. Let's start collecting these pieces. So 11. Which one is 11? 2, 4, 6. That's only 8. Should be 3 bigger than that. That's more than 3 bigger. That looks like 3 bigger. 2, 4, 6. Oh, I don't know. It didn't work out. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's 11. So there's an 11. And now we need 3 of these pieces. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it here. There's the 11. I need 3 of those. 1 of these. And then I think it's showing it as a gray piece. Yeah, that's it. It's like a plus sign on one side and a pipe on the other. Alright, so what do we need to do with this stuff? Wow. We need to do a lot here. Alright, let's hold it like this. And then the 4th hole, we put one of these in. And then it's going to get tricky very quickly. We go from the back side to put this gray piece in so that it goes through. Also from the back side, we put this black. That's not the right piece. It should be, this piece is a plus side on one side. We need just the regular version of that piece. Pipe on both sides. All right, so we put that in. By the way, supposed to have 2 of those, which we accounted for them. I didn't collect them, but we accounted for 7 pieces. Wow, now suddenly they're all plus signs. Okay, there's a pipe, double pipe. So you put the second one through from the other direction. No, not even like that. Not just from the other direction. You put the 1/3 side in from the other direction. So it really ends up sticking out. And then, do I have this right? I'm wondering if this piece also goes in from that other direction. Like, not like that, but kind of like the one next to it. Like, how did I do that one next to it? Okay. Yeah, I assume that it goes in the same direction as the one next to it. But when I look at it built, it seems like it goes in from the other side. Yeah, that looks more right. Honestly, I'm not sure. And it may not matter. It sticks out 1/3 on each side. And then you put these 2 50/50s in. And then you end up with 2 empty pieces at the end, empty slots. All right. Oh, you know what? They told us how to put them in, and they were both from the other side. So, again, I'm not sure it matters, but I'm going to do what they say. It shows in a picture what to do. I don't know why I didn't just look at the picture, but it's there. It shows what to do. Right, so it doesn't show this attaching to the main structure. Are we building something new? Let's check out 14, I guess. Yeah, we're starting some new construction here. So on 14, we need how many pieces there? 13. So which is a 13? Did we have that already? Well, I'll find a 13, but we need a 13 and then 3 of the 50/50s. And 1 of the 1/3, 2/3 with pipe on both sides. So I just got to find that 50/50. No, I got to find the 13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's an 11. So it's going to be a little bit longer than that one. A 13. I guess that's another 11. So is that a 13? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay. So there's a 13. Now, how do we got to put this together? It shows this 1/3, 2/3 going through the second hole from this side. And then once that's in, right next to it goes a 50/50. And then from the other side, in the next hole after that, another 50/50. Then skip 2 holes and put the 3rd one in. All right. Now, once that's together, it's got to connect to this. But how? Give me a minute to figure that out. Okay. This long piece comes out the 5th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, so that 5. It's got to come out. The long one's got to come out the 5th. So that lines everything else up. So that makes sense. Makes total sense. What I don't know is why we kind of abandoned this piece, which we previously had spent all our time building. That's just kind of off to the side for now. Did I count the pieces for this? I don't think I did. There were 5 pieces here. So that brings us to 89. And that was in panel 14. So let's take a look at panel 15. Kind of a glare on the screen there. Okay. So panel 15. So they're showing us a 1x1 kind of thing. So I think we need to bring the book back up just to see what the 1x1 is. So a 1x1, meaning it matches that size. Yeah, that's it. So that's the 1x1 for 15. And then we need a rubber 2, which we've seen that piece. I think this is it. Rubber 2, yeah. How do I know that that's rubber? I guess it just looks it that way. And then we need some like really big elbow piece. It might be this piece. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the piece, all right. So that piece. All right. So 1, 2, so 4 pieces. That brings us up to 93 pieces. Though we didn't collect yet the second rubber piece. It's right here. All right, now how do we put this all together? Hold on. We were supposed to get 3 of those red pieces. No, 2 of those red pieces. So we're actually at 94. So where are those red pieces? Found it so easily the first time, right? Like we weren't even looking for it. It was just right there. Now, no idea. Yeah. We have like smaller ones. But those bigger ones, I guess they got to be here somewhere, right? All right, there's a bigger one. All right, so now that I found that, now that we found that, we take this hockey stick kind of piece and we're going to put this red piece through. It's actually a plus sign at the bottom. Why are all my cameras blurry today? I don't know. Sorry. I apologize to anyone watching. We got nothing but blurry cameras tonight. Cameras. All right. So it's just going to be this rubber piece on both sides. Kind of seems like maybe it's like a trigger or something. All right. So I put it all the way through. And that's it, really. I don't know. It's not attached to anything yet. So we built these 2 pieces. And we have this piece still hanging around. All right. So next up is 16. And that's going to involve putting all these pieces together. Which is going to be trickier than it looks. So all 3 pieces are going to get put together right now. How are we going to do that? So we start with this piece. And the orientation has this at the back. You know, remember that piece? We worked with that at the back. And then the rubber band. You know, it's kind of hard to say. It's actually pretty symmetric at this point. The rubber band is in the basically in the middle. So how can I tell which side is which? These little nubs might tell us. They're looking kind of symmetric too. What is going on? Okay, anyway, it's right. I'll tell you why. The rubber band is on top, because the only other way is like this. So it's like this. The rubber band is on top. It's like this. So what next? We take this piece, and we're going to somehow attach it to this piece. I'm kind of stalling because I'm not sure how it's going to attach. Maybe here? Does that look right? No, I don't think that's right. Maybe further out? Like this? No, that's not right. Maybe it hooks to the bottom. That seems like it might be right. Let's try that. All right. So I just hooked it to the bottom. And that left one circle in the middle here. And that looks like, you know, it looks like what they're showing us here. I think so. Yeah, I think it does. All right, so we still need to connect this piece. And that's actually pretty easy, because this gray piece is going to still be available. So there's only one way to connect this piece and have that gray piece still available. So there you go. All right. Not sure what, again, still not sure where this build is going, but it's a going. So that was 16 when the panel incremented, but the piece counter didn't. All right, 17, we're going to get some new pieces. So in 17, we need 4 more pieces. One of them is a triple. So that's 6 pieces total, bringing us to 100. We hit the century mark. All right, so the pieces that we need. Wait a second. Why didn't I use these 4 pieces? Why are these set aside? Was I supposed to use them somewhere? Is that like a coincidence? I got to go back and see if I missed something. Yeah. Were they supposed to be added here? Well, I don't know why these 4 pieces were collected here. I'm wondering now if I missed something. Let's just keep looking through. I'll tell you, it looks good. Like, I'm not sure what is missing here. Yeah, I don't see a problem. Everything looks good. I don't know why I had those 4 pieces collected there. Maybe it was like coincidence that they just happened to be sitting there. All right, so 3 of them we need. And then we need another one of Do you remember that gray piece? It was like 1/3 pipe, no, 2/3 pipe, 1/3 plus sign in gray. So we need one of those. And then we need an 11, which I'm really bad at spotting these things. I think these are 8s. Or maybe they're 9s. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a 9. So we're looking for something 2 longer. So that's 2 longer. So that's an 11. All right. One of these pipes. That's it, right? So now we pick this piece up. 17, right? Yeah. All right. So I feel like we built this already. So the third hole goes the gray piece with the plus sign in the back. And then skip one. And then put the black piece in. All right. And then these 3 just go like one right after another. 1, 2, 3, and that leaves 3 holes open there. That's it. That's the new kind of whatever we're doing now. This thing is looking pretty big at this point, but where it's going, your guess is as good as mine. All right, that was 17. 18 is right below it. 18 is 6 pieces. A 13, 3 50/50s, and 2 1/3, 2/3 pipes. So that brings us to 106. So we need a 13. This was an 11, right? So that's 2 longer, so that must be a 13. All right, so 13, 3 50/50s, 2 1/3, 2/3. Now, what do we do? Pick up the 13, put the 2/3 through the second hole. Okay. They said 2 of those 2/3, right? Because if you look in the instruction in part 2 of the instruction, it doesn't show the second one. Oh, the second one is going to be used when we attach to the larger piece. Okay, so the 50/50s, one goes here, one goes here. So we took up holes 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to skip 2 holes and put in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. 7's where that goes. Now, we're going to put these 2 pieces together. And then somehow we're also going to add this piece. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. There is one open piece, so I guess that's where it's going to go through. I kind of feel like I should put it there now because it'll help as a guide. So we have a 50/50 here. Skip one. Oh my goodness. Well, as you heard, a lot of pieces just hit the floor. So let me do this thing combined. I'll combine these 2 pieces. And then I'll stop the stream so I can clean up everything I dropped on the floor. while I have the energy to look for it and not be like missing a ton of pieces tomorrow. So because there were two of these buckets on top of each other, I leaned on one, it slid off the other, and the pieces went flying, as you saw. But the concept was still good. We're going to use this as a guide. So we're going to skip one hole, and we put it in the 9 hole. And then once that's through to the other side, that could be our guide when attaching to this previously built piece, because we know where it's going to come out. It's going to come out here. Yeah, it lines up perfectly. Like, you can see that. It just lines up perfect. As it should. There's a lot of connectors here. It's like, I know they're all lined up, but I know conceptually it's like simple, but that doesn't mean that the pieces actually go in when you try to push them together. I mean, we all got the concept, but you still got to actually make the pieces go together. All right, so that's it. That's it for 18. So we're going to start tomorrow with 19. I would have liked to keep going. Wow, I scanned all the way up to 23. I mean, I would like to keep going, but because I just dumped all those pieces, I need to go and look for them, or it's going to cause us more problems later on. I already am not sure where these pieces went, and the longer I wait to clean up, the more lost they're going to get. So I'm going to say goodnight for now. See you tomorrow.